upon Dr. Tuvia Book, former lone soldier, currently serving as an army combat medic, to the stage.
According to the Talmud, one should build a synagogue, a Bet Knesset, on the highest hill of your city. Yet on the highest hill, the holiest city of the Jewish people, Yerushalayim, where we are now gathered, there is not a Bet Knesset, there is a Bet Olam, a Bet Chaim, a Bet Kfarot. The Har Herzl Military Cemetery, that is the Makom Kadosh, on the highest hill of our holiest city. That is where the holy men and women, our Kadoshim, who paid the ultimate price for our freedom, are at eternal rest in the holy soil of our land. They are the Silver Platter our state reserved to us. I have friends, brothers in arms from my Givati unit, buried at that holy place, who will forever be 19. They will never feel again the soft hand of a parent, a lover, a child. They will never see the glory of a sunrise or a sunset. They are forever walking in the green fields of Elysium. Freedom is not free, but motam tzivu lanu chaim. With their death, they gave us life. However, we need to remember that we live in an age of miracles and wonders. Just last week, we commemorated Yom HaShoah Ugvura, Holocaust and Heroes Memorial Day. 1/3, 1 out of 3 of the Jewish people, 2 out of 3 of the Jews in Europe were murdered simply because the state of Israel came about a decade too late. If there would have been a state in 1938 and not 1948, the Shoah would not have happened. But there was not a state, and there was a Shoah. When the greatest massacre and mass murder of the Jews since the Shoah took place last October, we could be grateful that we live in 2024, in the 76th year of the State of Israel, and not in 1944. After the initial shock and disbelief and horror began to dissipate, it was replaced by anger and icy resolve. Our enemies wanted and want to break our spirit. Rather than break us, they succeeded in uniting us. Hundreds of thousands of men and women, the new Jews, myself included, reported to our IDF units to make sure that never again means never again. My IDF unit, of which I am the oldest volunteer, serves on the Gaza sector, is the Palmar. This is a medical extraction unit. We are composed of doctors, paramedics, combat medics, and combat troops. Our role is to facilitate the speedy medevacing of our wounded heroes, either by air or by ground. One of the statistics that is less known in this war is that thousands of wounded soldiers did not enter eternity because of the speedy and efficient medical treatment they received on their way to the hospital. We are world leaders in this type of medical evacuation. The women and men of my unit come from all different backgrounds and are the reason that we will ultimately prevail. Light will overcome darkness. The soldiers of my Palmar represent the glory and diversity of Israel. We have different faiths, different religious views, genders, political views, and countries of origin. We have native Israelis and lone soldiers from all over the globe, from Argentina to the UK. Whatever the soldier's background is, in the immortal words of Naomi Shemer, him ba'u kedei latet velo kedei lakachat. Everyone has come to give, not to take. Sometimes, unfortunately, with all our good intentions and training, we are not able to make it on time. Israel's a very small country, and there are not many degrees of separation. We have been honored to save many soldiers' lives. However, on one occasion, as we were racing to extract a badly wounded soldier and receiving updates on the way, we were devastated to hear that he had entered eternity just before we got there. Even more distressing, we found out on our arrival that the recently deceased holy soldier was the brother-in-law of one of our crew, Ariel, who was with us. His name was Ariel Mesh, and Ariel had the devastating and tragic duty to escort his sister's husband back home to his final resting place. Interestingly, the first question wounded soldiers ask us, no matter how badly wounded, is when can I go back to my brothers? When can I go back? They don't ask questions about themselves. They ask questions about the klal, about the whole, the family. That is why we will win this war against darkness, because we are Am Echad Belev Echad. We are one nation with one heart, and light will overcome the darkness. I would like to conclude with the immortal words of Natan Alterman. In Medina Nitenet La'am al Magash al Kesef, a state is not handed to a people on a silver platter. These words were written in 1947 are still applicable today. So the land grows still, red fades in the sky over smoking borders. Heartsick but breathing, the people greet the miracle that has no parallel. Beneath the moon they stand and wait, facing the dawn in awe and joy. Then slowly towards the waiting throng, two step forth, a girl and a boy. Clad for work and for war, heavy shod and still, up the winding path they make their way, their clothes unchanged, still soiled with the grime of the battlefield night and the toilsome day. Weary past telling, strangers to sleep, but wearing their youth like dew in their hair. Mute they approach. Are they of the living or of the dead? Who knows as they stand unmoving there? Tear-stained, wondering, the people ask, who are you? Softly reply the two. We are the silver platter on which the Jewish state is handed to you. In shadow they fall when their tale is told. Let the rest in Israel's chronicles unfold. B'motam tzivru lanu et ha'chaim. With their death they have given us life. Am Yisrael Chai.